that impression they made on me as a child and then I painted, of course I tried to copy them when I was a kid. I tried to copy them, their style and the love they had for their land. I could see it, and I tried to copy it. And it's just something that I brought with me. And that's what started there, I believe that started. But when I decided to be a serious artist, they gave me freedom to paint. Other things didn't take precedence over it. I could say, no, I'm gonna paint. And they gave me a freedom to do more of it. And the more you do, the more you learn, and the easier it gets. And I go out on the land, and I paint all these small paintings on the land, these plein air paintings. And when you're sitting out there and that's all you do, that's all you do, you learn a lot. And I feel that I can express in my paintings that moment when I'm on the land. And it becomes easier and easier to do it. And northern Saskatchewan is just a strong and beautiful land, and it does fill me with a great sense of freedom. You know, you really feel free when you're out there. You can just go and paint. And I like to paint the wild places. I don't like roads and the telephone lines and fence posts and things like that. I like it to look like I'm the first person who ever saw it. And I like people to feel like they are the first person that ever saw it. This is a plein air painting. I sat right out there in the mountains and painted it. And you can see there's sort of cloudy around the mountain tops up here. And this is one of them that I really liked. I was out in the mountains there, living in a trapper's cabin for about 3 weeks. So I come home with a whole bunch of sketches, a whole bunch of them. And this is one of them. And that's how it worked. And this one is a studio painting based on this sketch. And this one I have painted in the studio here. And I tried to transfer the ambience that I had from that painting into this painting. When I feel that I'm just about there, very close, then I stop painting. This is the biggest painting I've ever painted, and it's Storm Cloud and McNair Island, and it's on Lac La Ronge. The land is where I like to paint, and Saskatchewan is what I like to paint. Well, I've been in other places and I've painted in the mountains, and I painted in Scotland, in Yukon. Saskatchewan draws me, the northern Saskatchewan draws me. So I take my paint and my canvases and my brushes and my food and everything, and then I go out. And then I find an isolated place. I don't camp in campgrounds and things like that. It's usually on the back road somewhere. And then when I come back into the studio, I pick the ones that I like the best, And then I transfer the ID onto a big canvas. So the small ones are based on the land, and the big ones are based on a small painting. So the painting number 14, year 2000. And this is painting number 13 in 2000. That sense of freedom and the sense of belonging that you feel out there, everything feels so right. Doesn't matter what the weather is like. You get a lot of respect when you're out there for everything, because you can see how intricately they are joined together. And for me, that's very important to see that. And when you see that, you get respect for it. And if you can have a respect for the land, then you can have respect for people, and you get respect for yourself. The land teaches you these things.
No, you caught me having a little snack in the ensuite. What? Everybody snacks in the ensuite. I'll tell you what, doing a show about a lot of adventures takes a lot out of you. So I'm going to have a little cat nap in the master bedroom, and by the time I wake up, we'll be ready for the next edition of Max Magazine. Nighty-night.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on SaskTel Max Local On Demand, write us at max.local@sasktel.com.